fuel. We're going to change over now and we're going to go into air filters. And people think there's nothing to know about air filters. So we'll talk about them. First of all, what's the purpose of an air filter? Clean the air. And why is it so important? How much dirt does it take to take an average size engine and cause it to where you have to rebuild it? Give me some numbers. How much dirt do you think? Like, you know, a cup, a half a pound, a teaspoon? How much? Give me a number. Give me a quantity of number.
A cup.
1 cup? A teaspoon? That's not very much dirt. A tablespoon. Give me a number. 17 cups? 1 pound?
We break that into liters.
Can you give me a number? Or you have to overhaul the engine. This is, now think about this, and my question is, over the life of the engine, whether you do this all at one time or if you do it over 10 years, what's the amount it takes? 2 tablespoons? A pint, just the life of the engine. How much dirt can your engine, how much can you ingest before you wear it out? 1/4 of a cup. 1/4 of a cup. That's the amount of dirt that it takes to dirt out your engine. Whether you do it in a reasonably short period of time or you do it over a very long period of time, your engine, your air filter, is trying to reduce and stop all dirt entry in 1/4 cup, which is not very much dirt. Take and put that in a cup and you're like, that's not very much dirt. Over the life of its engine equals an overhaul. That's a lot. So that air filter is pretty important, and it's probably one of the most incorrectly serviced pieces of equipment on your engine. So we're going to look at several different types of air cleaners. The first one we're going to look at is a pre-cleaner. A pre-cleaner is like when you have an air filter element, looks like this. It's got a pipe that comes up and there's a plastic pre-cleaner, a plastic bowl. That's a pre-cleaner. And if you look at them, what they're designed to do is on the bottom they have fins. And those fins look like this. And what they're designed to do is the air comes into those fins, it causes the air to swirl. Causes the air to swirl. As the air swirls, it travels around that plastic bowl. Dirt is heavier than air, and so the dirt hits the plastic bowl, rolls around, settles in the bowl. The lighter air gets sucked down the center and goes into your air filter. Its purpose, its primary and only purpose, is to remove part of the dirt out of the air. And it's designed to extend the life of that filter. If your machine doesn't have one of those pre-filters sticking out there, it has a built-in pre-filter. If you look at a filter, it looks like this. This thing sits in the canister just like this. This is my intake. Air comes in here. It hits this piece of plastic. And instead of immediately embedding itself into the filter, hits the plastic and then hits these fins. And these fins cause the air to swirl. And so this is actually a pre-filter within the canister. The air starts to swirl. The heavy particles travel around the canister. When they hit the end of the canister, you have a cap. This is a dust cap. Inside the dust cap, when you take it out, there'll be a hole. Let's see if we can get some light here. There's one hole, and the rest of this is sealed up. And if you look at the back, it says top, and it has an arrow pointing up. The reason why is because you want that hole to top. As this dirt is traveling around the canister, it's scraped off through that hole, and it collects in this can. In front of that can is a rubber boot. The only purpose of this boot is to allow you to dump the canister out. And so this is the access port to your pre-cleaner. Some machines will have a little rubber piece that sticks down here, and when you shut your engine off, it tends to kick back a little bit, and it's like a cough, and this little rubber discharge will actually open up and it will automatically dump the dirt out. If that little rubber tip gets damaged or the lips are not sealed together and you don't replace it, what happens is air is drawn in this direction. It eliminates the whole pre-cleaner purpose of this air filter, and it doesn't do its job. And so the air doesn't swirl as well because it's actually coming in this direction rather than coming in through the top where it belongs. So that little rubber piece is usually just they let it go, it gets damaged, it gets ripped or something. People don't, it's not needed. It's extending the life of your air filter, and the cost of it is going to be eaten up by the cost of replacing the other filters all the time. So if it does, you need to change it. It's important. The reason why I have this one is because this is actually the inlet on this. This particular filter went onto an application like this, and it had a pipe that went up, and there used to be a little pre-cleaner on top. The pre-cleaner is about this far off the top, and in order to get it further away from the dust and dirt, what they did is they took a piece of plastic pipe and they extended it up till it was about this tall. Then they put the pre-cleaner on top. Then the operator drove underneath the tree, and it went snap, and it broke the whole top of this off, which was about an $80 expense. If you're going to extend this air cleaner up to get it into an area that's cleaner, you're going to want to use something very rubbery. Use a rubber hose. If you catch it, it will bend over and it should bounce back up. And so think about it, either locate it in such a place you can't catch it, or it's rubbery and actually can bounce around. Because these are very expensive canisters to have.